There was once a great family of dinosaurs. The horse called Triceratopses, long necks called Brachiosauruses. There's lots more that are different, but we lived together. There were 3 little dinosaurs that live here, but are always curious to find where we coop in, where the big dinosaurs can't coop. 3 little ones are called Littlefoot, Terror, and Chomper, who play in the Great Valley, sometimes near and sometimes far, but they coop like walking along the mysterious beyond. One ever dared to coop there? Littlefoot sometimes swam in a river to find a place to hide from the others to think. But he wasn't really swimming in the river. He was looking through the bushes. Sarah and Chomper walked up when we noticed him looking at something. "Hey, Littlefoot, what are you looking at?" asked Sarah. "Something in the bushes, guys. I was thinking if we could see what's new, but it's not the mysterious beyond. If the big dinosaurs can help it," said Littlefoot. "Are you sure you're to make this a good surprise?" asked Chomper. "In a matter of learning, yes. We can come back here when we find food," said Littlefoot, confident. "Excuse me, we do have a lot of grass here," said Mr. Seahorse. "Why must one of you think up something peculiar? It's not even white frost yet." To put it quite clearly, I've been hearing voices and some different hiss and pad. We might look if none of the coop-ups would boot us, said Littlefoot. "What's up with him?" "Lead the way then," said Sir. So the little dinosaurs started walking through the bushes. When they got closer, they saw it was a cave. Inside was a large hole. Its size was very big enough for a small and big dinosaur to fit in. The voices came again for the movement they were feeding, and the hiss was sounding. "That's an odd noise. Dad would never believe it when we tell him," said Sir. He would, if he stalks us, said Littlefoot. We just hope we don't get into trouble. One by one, and pleased but nervous, the little dinosaurs started walking in through the cave. The great valley was left far behind. As we walked through, listening to the noise, the light was growing dark, and one of them started complaining it hitting their eyes. Sarah was the one that complained. The tunnel went straight on till their feet felt it curve down. Littlefoot hooped a brush of bushes on his head, swooped his fence. Where did they come from? Asked Littlefoot, trying to discover what he ran into. Ugh. Oi, watch it. Oops. A flash of light shone in front of them, stopping them to see what was at the end. The noise got so loud all of a sudden. Hey, what's that noise? Exclaimed Chomper. I smell something smoky. Whatever it is, let's have a look, said Littlefoot. The light grew bright, and even more bright when we followed it. It was much of a shock and less imaginable when their eyes got caught from a different land. There were buildings, a clearing, and a strange-looking creature standing nearby. That's an odd dinosaur. Strange too. We should talk to it, said Littlefoot. Yeah, but why is he spitting smoke? Asked Sir disbelievingly. I too. I've never seen a dinosaur with smoke. The dinosaurs walked closer to the strange creature. He noticed the feet weren't footed. They were flat and round. Chomper saw the strange tool on it. "Hey, mind what you're doing. A steam engine isn't safe to explore when in steam," said a voice. Littlefoot and his friends stood back in shock. "Hello, we thought you were a dinosaur, but what are you? And what's all the strange valued pieces with the path?" asked Littlefoot. "Sweet peas. I'm Thomas, an E2 tank engine, and you're in Gumleaf's camp. The path is a route, and the buildings are cabins. Your visit to the human world is a first. Where do you come from?" said the engine. "We come from the Great Valley, in a world of us dinosaurs, with the circle of life that rises," said Littlefoot. "I call it the sun, and the other circle of light is the moon." "You'll get used to my world. If you take this book, you'll learn to use proper words," said Thomas. He dropped the book and steamed off. "Boy, is he full of strange advices. So this is what we could see through the cave behind the bushes," said Sir. "He's good at teaching us, sir. This book has words in it." "What I heard was a whistle," said Littlefoot. "And there's this map. Another word we took. I think it looks fun. At least there's grass and hopefully bugs to eat," said Chomper. "I suppose this human world does have the same purpose for growing grass," said Sir. "Come on, let's explore. We can just swim in a river somewhere nearby," beckoned Littlefoot. "Hey, there's a map in the pages. I think we can use it for the first arrival walk." The little dinosaurs started walking away from Gumleaf's, finding a river not far away. They saw it and started swimming to the ocean. Where they were in was a village of Orford. It was a new experience to remember. He saw the beach with a highway. It had a field telling them to walk it, so climbed it and went across before making the arrival walk. The map says there's a place that's called Cradle Mountain. It's a good thing we're big enough to make giant steps to get to a far place, Chomper remarked. There's no car to route all the fields, said Sir. I believe the book has that word to call them. That's right, guys. Walks in the field are no car to dodge, said Littlefoot. We'll meet animals that talk all places. They'll tell us the way if we get lost. More like follow the road. Walking beside it would help as long as there's signs, put in Sir. After consulting, he started the rival walk. Little did they know that the human world had a few good and bad surprises. That was like when they hatched from their eggs. They would have to find the Great Valley after Littlefoot's mother died after a nasty event of her. Too weak